Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to make this poster right here, Enemy. It's a Jake Gyllenhaal film directed by Denis Villeneuve, and what you'll get is something along the lines of this. And all you really need is the top part of Jake Gyllenhaal's head in this graphic. So let's start off with a picture of me soloed out. And as you can see, I just soloed out the background. I took myself from the background, same kind of position he's in. Since I'm doing this for YouTube, I'll start on 1920 by 1200. And then I'll just drag the photo over. All right. There. And then let's take let's actually go to and take the top part of the graphic right here. Just select a lasso tool, and don't worry about being very precise with the selection, as we'll be using the brush to kind of fade it in. And as for the background, the top of this graphic right here, we'll actually color pick it and try to blend it in with the background. So let's just take that, solo it out on a mask, apply a mask to it, and then just put it over top of the head, right there. And again, we can add and subtract using the brush on the layer mask. So we'll see, we'll just take subtract actually the graphic and see where my head ends and graphic begins. A little too much. Let's reposition this a bit. And you can turn on the layer mask just to see we'll actually color pick it, the background color, and then we'll start creating a new layer and then just fill it in with the color chosen color. And then as you can see, the top part of the graphic blends in with our color chosen background. So we'll try to blend this into blend the graphic into my skin right now and into my face. Try to get as close as you can while still leaving the discernible features of your own face. All right, I think that's good. Let's get a couple more. And again, you can play with the opacity of the brush. And what we'll do is we'll take the background color, which is that, and then we'll add a photo filter just to blend my skin in with the graphic on top of my head. So we'll take that to the top over mine and we'll solo it out. As you can see, it blends a little bit more into the background. So you can see it's coming together a little bit more with that photo filter. And again, you can turn off the mask just to see where you're at with it. Let's close this down. So now let's go into the title actually, since we're pretty much done the main graphic. So the typeface I use that I found was closest to it was Bavis. Change that. And I noticed there's a little bit of a tinged blue in the actual poster, so let's just take it up a notch and turn it full kind of navy blue. As you can see, we'll mess with the spacing a bit. Or the tracking, sorry. Or the kerning, sorry. And then we'll put it over. And as you see, it kind of resembles what is in the poster. Kind of that heavy, kind of Helvetica font. Kind of like sharper Helvetica. And I'm not quite happy with how the graphic is blending in with the background, so I'll color pick that again, and as you can see, it's a bit better. It's not a halo kind of around there. See if we can mess with the transparency a bit. No, that doesn't seem to work. So I'll just leave that as is. And you can add and subtract from what you think is there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did notice that in the enemy poster that N was italicized. So let's just take it incorporate it into this one. Let's take everyday, every from the everyday. Let's just italicize that. Yeah, it gives kind of the same feel of the poster. So that's about it, and we can take the background layer and we can put it over top all the image and just kind of play with that so it kind of fits, it kind of flattens the image so it looks a little bit more as one. Again, these are just touches you can add later after the initial basics of everything. The fade just kind of brings the whole picture together, even if it's just a subtle fade. Yeah, and there you kind of go. You can clean it up a bit. So as you can see, kind of the sideburns were a little bit more, they're fading in a little bit more, so it doesn't look as realistic. But what you can do is you can come in here and clean it up, just solo out your image or the photo of you. Just clean it up, and you can get really in depth with where the hairline meets your face. Let's switch brushes actually with the opacity a bit. Yeah, that's a bit harsh, so let's just take that down a bit. You just want to blend it in. Oh, that's a bit too much. And for this part right here where the sideburns were a little bit more, let's take a bristled brush. Kind of mimics the hair strands. No, that's not it. See, if you were to take a brush, there would still be kind of like a faded look to the edges. See, just like that. So what we want to do is we want to go in there, take the bristled brush that would kind of mimic hair strands, and just kind of color it in, fade it in, just like that. See, as you can see, it resembles kind of like hair strands right there. And yeah, So you can just clean up the edges, make it super tight. And that's about it for creating the enemy poster. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. It just lets me know that you guys enjoy these tutorials. And if you haven't already, check out what this poster was used for, which was my everyday film. So thanks for watching, guys.